Hi, this is Darren from Darren's Radio World. Today I was going to do a review on the Sihuadon R-108. This is a great little radio. I love it. I used to, not really like it too much, just for the fact that the battery it takes is the BL5C battery, which doesn't have very long battery life. I mean, some people have said that they get up to 12 continuous hours on the battery, but I myself personally only get about 8 continuous hours. I mean, it's not bad, I guess, if you're just going to use it for a little bit throughout the day, but I don't have a TV, so I rely on my radios for my entertainment, and I like to have a radio in the background, soft music at night when I'm sleeping. It helps me relax and sleep. So I really can't leave this radio on all night, or probably sometime within the night I'll be up once or twice trying to change the battery, and I'm not trying to do that when I'm half asleep, so I have to put another radio on. But it is a good radio. And I did realize audio has a lot to do with me liking a radio, good audio on a radio. And I have a Texan PL990 that was kind of like my favorite radio because it had good audio and a lot of features. But I just realized, out of my mini portables that I have here, I used to like the C Crane CC Skywave that is over here, but that radio, the speaker on it is kind of tinny, and it does have the music voice thing where you can switch the tone back and forth from music to voice, but this radio here, the Sihuadon R-108, has that feature also. And I tell you what, though, you really don't need it, because either way, the speaker on this thing, even though I think it's only like a 1 1/4 or 1.5 inch speaker, um, the sound is amazing. I mean, for a little radio like this, I am very surprised of the sound. I love the sound. I like about 4 or 5 days ago, I brought this radio out and started playing with it again. And when I realized exactly how good the audio was on it and some of the features on it, and I don't know, I just like it's a cute little radio. I like it. It's nice. I like the way it looks, and I love the way it performs. It's really good on medium wave. I seen some guy tested, he had an XH Data D808 he put up against this radio he had, and the D808 got 18 medium wave stations. This one here got 22. So it is a sensitive little bugger. It performs just as good as the D808, and I tell you, even my Texan PL990, it gives that radio a little bit of a run for its money too. So this is a very good receiver here. I would strongly recommend getting one. Um, it's got some nice features and beautiful audio for a little packed in this little radio. And so I'm going to kind of show you a little bit here. Um, the back of the radio. This is your kickstand, of course. Um, and it is a full band coverage. It goes all the way up on shortwave to 29,999 megahertz. So it is a full band coverage radio. You can pick up the C-beers and everything on it, which is awesome. It's not single sideband, but it is a full coverage receiver. And there's your FM. It's got your FM frequencies, your medium wave, 9 and 10K. Yeah, there's your other, there, your shortwave and your 10K, medium wave, and it's got airband. I love airband. Sometimes it's kind of fun listening to the airplanes. I like to listen to the airplanes when, especially when bad weather hits in my area. They all go scrambling. You hear them on there, emergency, emergency. You know, they're all trying to hurry up and land at the airport, and it's funny. I like to listen to the airband. It can become pretty interesting sometimes. And then behind your kickstand is your battery compartment there for your BL5C battery. And then on this side of the radio, you got your volume wheel to adjust your volume, and you got your tuning knob. And this tuning knob you can also push in, and it adjusts your step tuning to where you can go 1K or 10K stepping. And it also acts for your squelch, especially when you're on the airband and you want to squelch out the background noise so you only hear the airplanes when they talk, which is nice. So you got your step tuning and your squelch and tuning knob, all on the tuning knob. Pretty nice. And then down here you got your USB charging port. And then the top of the radio, of course, here you got your FM and shortwave antenna. And of course your sorry, I only got one hand to work with here. And of course your medium wave ferrite antenna is up in here in the radio, inside the radio. And on this side of the radio you got your carrying strap, and you got your external antenna jack and your headphone jack. Now, when these radios first came out, they were actually branded as a RadioWow R-108, and then I think a couple years ago they rebranded it to the Sihuadon R-108. And I guess there was a popping noise or some kind of issue when you were changing stations or doing something. If you used the headphones, that it made a popping noise. And that lasted a while, even after, I don't know what they did, but when they rebranded it from the RadioWow to the Sihuadon name, I don't know, they did some kind of upgrades, I'm not sure what, but then just recently, within the last like 6 to 8 months ago, they re-upgraded the radio again and did some changes in it and gave it a Type-C USB port, which I know y'all are going to love that, because everybody loves to see the Type-C USB. Like they say, I love the Type-C USB. But when they redid that, they did some other changes, I guess electronically in the radio, and they took care of that popping noise in the headphones. So if you go out and buy a current radio now with the Type-C USB, you won't have any problems on your headphones no more. No more popping noises. This radio here is the one in between the RadioWow and the brand new Sihuadon with the Type-C. So I still have the older USB jack, and I still have the popping issue with the headphones. I mean, I wouldn't really know that, though, because I don't use headphones. I don't like them. They make my ears hurt. And I don't know. I just don't like sticking things in my ears. So I wouldn't know, but from what I understand, this radio here, the in-between one, the in-between the Ratty Wow and the brand new currently updated Sihuadon from 6-8 months ago. Is the in-between one is what I got. But I love it. I love the radio. Like I said, the sound. I don't even think I really need headphones. This speaker, the speaker on this radio is amazing. I love it. And I'll be doing some band scans and stuff. You'll hear the audio. This radio's got good audio for a mini portable. Yeah, good. Awesome. It's awesome. Okay, then here you got your screen. You got your battery strength indicator, your alarm area for your alarm, your timer if you want to set your timer and go lay down and want your radio to go off like in a half an hour after you lay down. Then you got your display here, your time, and your temperature. And again, I do believe this radio is like most others. When you switch from 9K stepping to 10K stepping, that's how you change your temperature from Celsius to Fahrenheit. If it's on 9K stepping, it's Celsius. If it's on 10K stepping, it's Fahrenheit. Then you got your clock, and I do believe somewhere on here there is a, it's hard to see. I'm trying to do this. I gotta turn this other light on for a minute so I can see. I usually leave it off because it isn't too good. Oh, I thought it had. Oh yeah, here it is. Or no, is that ATS? Yeah, that's not it. I guess not. I guess on this radio, I think usually pretty much a lot of the Sihuadon and XH Data radios only have the 24-hour time for some reason. But yeah. So, but that's your time, and that's your display. And when the radio's on, it goes. You get time. You can get your time, your temperature, your alarm, and your timer on the display. This is your power button. This is your button where you adjust the time. You push it in, hold it till that starts blinking. Do the tuning knob to adjust your hour. Hit time again, get the minutes blinking. Do the knob, and then boom, hit the time again, and you're done. And it also is your lockout key where you can hit the lock your keypad out. So if any buttons get pushed, nothing happens. And then you have the this is your display in your lock. This is your time button. This one here is your alarm button to set your alarm, and this is your buttons to scroll up and down in your frequencies. Then here you got your number 1, which is your 9 and 10K stepping. That's how I'm trying. I hate doing this because it's, yeah, your 9 and 10K stepping. This one here, number 2, is how you turn your long wave on and off. The 2 button, you turn your long wave on and off. The number 3 button is your FM set button for stereo or not. And then the number 4 button, even though it's not listed, if you hit the number 4 button and hold it, that'll adjust your music. Here, I'll show you real quick. See how it says... Oh, I need that light on. See, it's on voice right now. If you hit the number 4 button, it'll switch over to music. See, music, voice, music. So, yeah, number 4 button is how you adjust your tone back and forth from music to voice. I'm not sure if any of the other numbers do anything or not. I want to say the number 7 button did something. I'm not sure. Let me turn the radio back on and see if it does anything. No, I guess not. I thought maybe it did. And then I guess while I got the radio on, this is your frequency button. You have to hit it before and after you change your station. Yeah, I'm going to put this antenna down before it gets broke. I'm on medium wave anyways. I don't need it. But changing your frequency, just like the CC Skywave, you got to hit the frequency button. Change your frequency. We'll go my local 1400. And then bam, there you go. You have to hit that frequency button. If you're going to use the if you're going to use a numeric keypad to enter your frequency, and you have to hit the frequency button first, then the frequency, or it won't enter. And the 0 button's your beep button to turn that annoying beep off if you want it off. That's your band button. You go back and forth from AM to FM to shortwave to long wave air band. That takes you through all your bands. That's your view memory, view frequency button for your memories, or whether you want to just view in frequency when you're tuning your knob. That's your memory button to enter, store your memories. Your delete button to delete if you want to delete any of your memories out of there that you don't use anymore. And this is your AM bandwidth button that for your bandwidth to adjust the bandwidth on medium wave and short wave. And that says, oh, FM stereo. I'm sorry, I don't know what this FM, where was that? Oh, the FM set button up here. That's for you to adjust if for your FM, because the FM has, as you can see, the band, you can adjust back and forth from the 64 to 108 megahertz or the 87.5 to 108 megahertz. That's your FM set. Then your FM stereo button is down here on the AM bandwidth button. If you want to, that's how you turn the FM stereo on or off. So yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, it's a really nice radio. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. And your reset button, you do have a reset button on this radio. You got any problems with it? The reset button, you put your little pen or paper clip or whatever you got up in there and hold it for a few seconds. And if there's any issues with the radio, that should take care of it. So that is your Sihuadon R-108 radio. Like I said, it's an awesome little radio. I just wish they would have put a better battery in it that lasted longer than the BL5C batteries. That's the only drawback to this radio that I can see, is just the battery. To me anyways, that's the only drawback to this radio. It's got a crummy battery in it that doesn't have very good battery life. It would be good to make sure that you have an external charger and a couple extra batteries, as I do. So when the battery does need changed, you have a fresh charged battery on hand. Other than that, it's a very sensitive radio. The selectivity is awesome. The sensitivity is awesome. The FM, I have a low power FM rap station here in Erie where I'm at. And my CC Skywave radio doesn't pick it up as good as this one. This radio, even on FM, this radio here, the Sihuadon, even picks up like some of the lower powered and weaker FM stations in my area than my C Crane CC Skywave. So yeah, this radio is a little sensitive bugger on all bands. I would say it's very good on medium wave. It's really good on FM. And the audio on that speaker is awesome. I think they're going for like $50 right now. For $50, you can't go wrong. And like I said, and also you got full coverage. It doesn't stop at 21.950 or 26.100 like some of the other radios. This radio goes all the way up to 29.999. So you get to hear the C-beers and everything on it. Except the single sideband, but I don't use single sideband. I never have and I never will. I'm just not into it. But I do occasionally pick up a C-beer. I like to listen to the C-beers. They get funny sometimes. Things get interesting on the CB band. So yeah, I would definitely say this radio is a keeper. I would say get one, order one. It's awesome. You can't go wrong for $50. It's an awesome radio. So with that said, this is Darren from Darren's Radio World signing off from Erie, PA. Have a good evening, all.